All right. Good afternoon, folks, and thank you for joining us again for another meeting of the Boston Healthcare Cloud Healthcare Group. And I should start by saying Happy New Year. I know we're already 11 days into it, and folks have probably heard that enough already, but why not one more time? Happy New Year from us at the Boston Healthcare Cloud community. And so to get things started, I think what I want to do is just do a couple of housekeeping things. As you may have seen on social media and Twitter, I promised a couple of big announcements. And so I'll talk about that to get us started. And then I'm really excited. We've got a great topic and a great presenter today, Manpreet. He's a MVP, does a lot of stuff with Microsoft technology, and it's an honor to have him with us today. So again, Boston Healthcare Cloud community, a little bit about us. Our primary mission is to try to get new people involved in healthcare technology. It's really that simple. And I guess I would also submit for folks that are thinking about making a change in their career or for whatever reason are interested in healthcare technology, then what we try to do is just pull together some of the best, what I think are some of the best speakers in the world to talk about these topics. And there's, in the details in YouTube, you've got links to our website. And actually, after this session, I'm going to add a few more links about some of the announcements I talk about now. So you may want to go back and check the links in the YouTube description. If you're coming through Meetup, we'll make sure the links are posted there as well. Okay. So first of all, so one of the big announcements we want to start off with is that we have decided we're organizing our first Community Days healthcare event out of the Boston area. And so this is a pretty big deal. This is where we're actually going to be working with some of the folks at Microsoft on this. Microsoft has started this Community Days effort, which is a global effort to get more folks in the community involved in technology. And so typically what you would do is at these events, you would have, folks talking about all different types of technologies in different industry. What's unique about the one that we're going to do in Boston is we're going to talk all about Microsoft technology and cloud technology at this event, but it's going to be in the context of healthcare. And so that we're really excited about that. And so we'll post the dates very soon. We should have the final date soon. We'll also be organizing another event in Puerto Rico. That'll be much later in the event much later in the year in 23. A couple more quick things. We are scaling the group in 2023. So we have our first European group that's interested in helping by starting an international chapter. We're super excited about that. More to come on this as well. And then our other commitment for 2023 is that we complete our registration for 501(c), which will give us complete nonprofit status, if you will. And so that certainly will be good from a business perspective of the group, if you will. And so those are most of the big updates. There's a couple of other minor things. I'll post links. I just don't want to chew up too much of our 30 minutes here. But like, for example, we are looking for speakers in 2023. It's filling up quickly, but we do have some slots open. So feel free to submit a session. We'll make sure there's links in the YouTube description for that as well. And so with that, I think what I'd like to do is turn it over to my friend Manpreet here. I'm going to let him do most of his introduction, but I will tell you he's very well known and respected in the Microsoft community. He's a Microsoft MVP. This is a recognition that's difficult to get. I lose track of the exact numbers, but let's just say less than 4,000 globally, give or take a few hundred, right? So it's a very unique position, and these folks are in line with the product groups. They're getting the latest announcements and just very in tune with what's going on. And so that's why it's a real honor to have him here to talk about Viva, because he can talk about it in the context of sort of the latest and greatest information and, from the perspective of healthcare. So that's my long introduction, Manpreet. I'll let you take over now. And hopefully I did a little bit of justice.
You did perfect. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for having me here today. I'm really, really excited to kick off January with you. I think healthcare, my topic today is why healthcare organizations should deploy Microsoft Viva. It's quite simple, and I'll take it to your deck. I think I have 30 minutes, but I'll
Perfect.
make it. Uh, I'm more of a
Yeah,
demo
that's
guy.
great.
I'll show you the demo in real life. I would show you, and then we can take it from there. So, all right, let me bring up my screen here. All right, Tasha, if you can bring my screen. So, hello everyone. Myself Manpreet. I'm an architect in Cognizant Technology Solutions. I take care of all Microsoft technologies, cloud tech. I'm also an MVP and an MCT. I'm also a C Sharp HANA MVP. Have been doing this from last 12 years, and you can reach out to me using my ID there, Manpreet here. I have achieved the same one for every social handle, so it's easy to talk to me or just ask any questions you have. So today, I'm really excited to be here with Boston Healthcare Cloud Technology Community. They have been doing amazing stuff. We were just talking behind the scene, and I got some GitHub links where they are doing a lot of artifacts, resources, and it's really wonderful how we need these people to do this, right? Because healthcare is where our people come from, not strong in technology background. That's why we people like us should help them out, show them direction. Like for example, 365 is just not Outlook or SharePoint. It's a lot way and beyond. I think these things when they get added is a very good part of it. So let's kick off the session today. Viva has been quite a blessing in the pandemic. I think if you guys remember, it came as Project Cortex and the Syntax as a collaboration duo, and then Project Cortex. The name was amazing, Project something like that. But I think the Viva suite is now getting bigger and bigger, and everyone has a say on it. And especially people who are working from home and people who are even in the healthcare solution. I work with them very closely, so I can understand how they do, how many shifts they have there. All those complete end-to-end agendas are quietly managed using Viva and can be done if you're not doing it right now. So with the hybrid work, and you need relationship building, employee engagement, retention. Of course, that's a big thing nowadays. Everyone is looking for the way where you can understand your employees. I think that's where the part of engagement comes in the picture. Like me and my colleagues, or people who are working or reporting to me, or I'm reporting to the people. I think we all don't have that thing which we used to have when we used to meet in person or meeting people in person in office. Like you're in a cafeteria, you can talk about a number of stuffs related to the project, related to some forecast, some development, innovation. But right now it's very end-to-end work circles. Like you have this work, you talk about that, you complete that, and you're off and on a meeting. And that's how our daily cycle has become. And that's why the engagement is missing. And the engagement is not just for the employee, also for the employers or the leadership who are going to work on that, right? Similar with that force is what is required, and Viva makes it quite easy for us to bring in. uh, to complete, I think the element structure is well-being, empowerment, connection, focus, purpose, growth. This is what they want the six key elements to be distributed with their different products. Now the products are big. They have Viva Connections, they have topics, sales, Viva Insights, Viva Learning. Some of them are my favorite. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to show that to you. I love to showcase you a real demo. I have just prepared some. And that will help you to understand how the Viva Suite is working. Whether it's topics where it was gonna help you to search for your content, where it's learning where you can learn it on the go, on your phone, on your iPad, while traveling on train, or just being on a vacation as well. Just like 15, 20 minutes, not much. Insight. Now this is another of my favorite. It tells us how the organization is divided, how many people are overburdened or they're burning their, like it's crazy, like because of the meeting schedules now your calendars are 24 hours booked, I would say, if you work on multi-direction or international companies like that. So it's very important to understand how your calendars are booked, or how your people are responding, how teams are responding. Connection is something like which you can bring in, very easy step, I will show it to you. Bring in your home site as part of your connection so that you have everything on your phone or on your go-to devices. And then with this new suit, there are a lot of add-ons coming in. And right now we have goals, we have sales, and we have engage. Engage is again a very important part for any company or the vertical we're looking for, like for us for healthcare. So talking about Viva, perfect. If you're using 365, it's already a part of the package, so we don't have to buy something crazy. Some of them are totally free. Like learning is free. If you have a LMS system, you can just integrate it with yourself. Insights is free. You can just enable connections is free. Some of the Viva suits are totally free, which I would suggest everyone to play around first to understand how easy it is to have this complete ecosystem in one platform, right? Yeah, this is how it's content providers who are in number. You can even have your own content provider for e-learning if you prepare your own learning content, because many healthcare company does. My own does it. So if you have your own content, you can just link those libraries, those FTP servers directly to your LinkedIn Learning, and your content is right there with a beautiful dashboard and how to work on. Communications is all teams and stuff you're working on. Well-being, there are some of the third-party solutions which they are using for well-being. I'm going to show that to you as well. CRM workflows using Power Automate, learning content, and there's a lot. I think the ecosystem is how you adopt the technology and how you can grow with it. I think that's where the ecosystem comes in the picture. All right, so starting with topics, I think topics is where it came in when in the pandemic time. So what happened in was like we have so much content in cloud, even on our phone. Like recently, I think a couple of months back, I was trying to release some of my memory. We have been clicking so many pictures and just gets an add-on to your cloud storage. Similar things goes on to your document. We have been working so many digitalized DocuSign and all those content moving all around SharePoint. It's so much data. I think on a regular note, we have seen company going to at least 10 TB size of data in just 2 years, which they were quite less before. Because most of the things were hard coded. People were working on documents and relation. And now everything is so digitalized. Even if you're sharing something on the Teams, it's part of cloud storage, right? I think to improve that whole experience, that's why Viva Topics came in picture. Quite easy, quite aligned to the way how things should work. It gives you a dashboard where you can put in all your content. You're launching a new project, like for example, Boston Healthcare is launching a new community. They can have every resources on single one page, and everyone can access to it in your organization. So it's quite simple and steady. So I think let's go back to the background, and I'll show you how the real things works in low. Let me bring in my screen here. All right, so here is Viva Topic Center. If you don't have access, let me show it to you quickly. So just go to your admin center on your Office 365. You will come under Setup here, and you will see Microsoft Viva as a featured collection. So it was not there before, trust me. They just brought in after the Ignite last year. So it was all individual product which you used to find in here. But now, right now, you have a whole collection of Microsoft Viva. When you click on it, it will open up and show you all the different softwares or the products of Viva you have in your tenant. Right? Super simple. You can here manage licenses, with whom should have what license, and you can also have one second, roles. I think roles is very important because now they want to set up roles where what who will be a knowledge manager, who will be the admin, who is gonna share the content, who is learning manager. So these kind of some nice simple roles have come in the picture. So let's talk about Viva Topics here again. Okay, so this is Viva Topics Center as a backend. So there are two things now here. Either you allow the AI Microsoft to come in, crawl all your documents, and categorize them and put them on a pages, or you have another option where you can make it manually go and get it. So if you come here on Manage Topics, let me just quickly come in. No, I just kick it on. It's gonna take a while. So let me come here while the time is going in. So when I click on a new topic page, so topic is nothing but a SharePoint page for people who understand SharePoint. If not, it's just a page which you can create, add web parts, have content ready and stuff. So for example, I'm creating a page for Boston Healthcare, right? Uh, sorry for my spelling. And you can have different alternate name, BS, because people like to use, like, they want a shortcut, right? And I can have a short description. I'm just gonna put in person healthcare here. All right. You can confirm the types and stuff. Is it a project? Is it a team? You can have different ways. I think I'll start with. One second, sorry. I think I'll start with the team. Frequently used, as you see, people have been putting as an organization, a community, academy. So you can have different kind of way. All right. This is the first kind of style on this topic. You can display them as a topic or as a badge on the topic, and you can build people who are working on it. Right now, it's my name. You have Paul there, here's there. So these people are working on it. Now I'll be able to pin in some files or pages which I feel are related to this topic. All right, and then I can pin in some of the sites. And once I'm done, I'm gonna publish this page. So now when I publish this page is exclusively uplifted on your search. So whenever somebody's searching for Boston healthcare, they will find this page first because there's a topic created to it. So this was a way I created it manually. But if you allow AI to run and index all your files, what it does is, for example, there's a file or there's a project name, again Boston Healthcare, and they think this term or this word is being a lot used a lot in every document, in every pages and stuff. What it will do is it will go and create a topic page automatically with Boston Healthcare, and wherever it finds that words, those documents, those content, it's gonna just bring in and add it here. Like we were trying to pin in, it's gonna just add it and pin in everything here. That's where the whole topic gets created, and that topic will be like accessible through SharePoint, Outlook, anywhere, wherever you're searching, wherever that Microsoft searches, you will have access to that. Though. Quite easy, right? Next comes is learning. Okay, I'm rushing in because I have six of Viva suits to cover, so I'll show you everything. And so this is topic, all right. And if you have any questions, I can see it on the chat here. Just put it on the chat wherever you're watching from the stream. I'll pick it up and I can see it here. All right. Next thing I think for every employer or anyone who works anywhere is learning is very important. Even for healthcare especially, because they have so much new learning. And I have talked to so many people in uh, IT side and even the real side of the doctors. Like they need to have all this learning on the go because it's easy for them to understand, right? And so much new every time coming in the market. It's good to go. So when you go to your teams and you find an app called Viva Learning, you can just come in here and search from not only the LinkedIn Learning, which has 10,000 plus courses, but also if you have your own fidgeted, like for example, most of the healthcare have their own content and e-learning modules, you can sync them with your Viva Learning module, and you can assign them, you can give it to people, you can add it as a recommendation for your team, you can manage them, how courses are gonna come, and as an administrator you can see how many people have done what are they working on. You can assign it to a group, you can assign it to people. So right now I have Microsoft Learn, Train Learning. You can have more Coursera or something of your own as part of the learning content. I think this is my one of my favorite. So this comes as second favorite. I'll go to the first one. It's very important for us to understand how learning is part of our integral system. Even now, right now, we're talking here uh, as learning, right? And so Viva Learning comes in that way. So let's go back to Viva Insight. As I said, now this is my top one favorite before learning. Why? Everyone in the organization is working like crazy. I think it's New Year, so I know I'm not gonna complain how bad we are with our calls and meetings and stuff. But uh, let's talk about last year. So we had a lot of meetings, 24 hours. I think there are a lot of companies are going to no meetings day. They're going no meeting Tuesday, no meeting Wednesday. I feel which is good. It helps you to work because right now what happened is we use a 9 to 5 on calls and then 5 to 8 on our work or maybe later in the night. So it takes away all our time, right? And we're working more, I would say. So that's where this Viva Insights come in picture for a couple of things. Right now we are not appreciating people a lot, right? So right now you have a very simple way to appreciate your team. Just click on this button on Insights and Praise, and you will be able to Give some kudos. Who doesn't like appreciation? Like people will never say. They will all love it, even if it's a thank you with no cash reward attached or a gift attached. You will love it. It's nice. It's nice to have it. So you can do that. And so coming here, you for this new thing called virtual commute has come. It will tell you, well, if you have your home address there attached, it will tell you how much time it's going to take you to reach home, what time is the next train. So that's the whole target, how it's coming up. How are you feeling about today? I'm excited because I'm here talking to your group here. Maybe one day I'll be in person in Boston and talk to. So these kind of exclamations are not visible with your name or report to any of the organization's leadership or even the administration. So when you do provide a status or a backup, it summarizes how the company is feeling, how people are seeing, and that report is very important. It tells how those people are they burnout or are they really not doing well, and what as a company should do as CEO or CDO. Those leadership people will have those reports. Including another one of my favorite here is Headspace. Very easy. I've been using it for quite a long time now. You can take a break. You can meditate for like 5 minutes, and it has a lot of more like 5 minute yoga, focus time, stress call, listening to others. Some of the nice ways of doing it. Maximum is like 15 minutes. Like just use it while you're playing around with it. Again, very important for everyone, every organization, whether it's healthcare, manufacturing, but you need that. Another one is take a breather break. Again, this is quite a short one. You can take a break. Now, another favor of mine is focus time. I think we, as we are been booking at calendars quite often, you can book your slots quite a little bit and make sure nobody's blocking your calendar, nobody's calling you that time. It's your focus time where you can get done with your job. Again, another offer. So this all as Viva Insight is quite heavily built. You can have your protective times where you don't have, you want it to be quiet, nobody pings you, you don't get any alert, you don't get any notification, which is good. There are surveys which you can send it on, and the people can respond it. Again, anonymous, nobody sees what's happening, where it's happening. Uh, my favorite part of Insight is it tells and it reads all your content. For example, me and you had a conversation in an email. All right, let's talk about this tomorrow in a call, and you forgot to schedule a call. Insights will pick up in the morning, send you an email at 9 a.m. in the morning and tell you, hey, this is where you left. You want me to schedule a call? And you just click on yes. It will see which calendars are we. It's going to suggest your timings, and you just click on a time, and that's it. Voila. You have a Teams meeting set up. I think that's how Insights, as the name says, it's really helpful. You can set a one-to-one call with people, your team. You want a no meeting day, you can set it up for everyone. So there are some nice stuff here, and the inspiration library. Why not watch something while learning? That's what I usually do. I just use one of my screen, put up something there, trying to learn something new, and working on my daily agenda. Right. All right. This was insights. Let's come to connection. Now, connection is very quite simple, easy way. If you as a company have an internet site and you want it to be a part of the Teams app, just connect. It's very simple steps. Even go to your bing.com or google.com and search for that. You will have right 3 4 steps and you get your whole intranet site as part of your app. So now you can rename that app as my home app. People can just search for home app. They come here, they get all their content, the links, and whatever they're looking for right on the team. So Microsoft wants you to log in, come in every morning, come and open Teams. It doesn't want you to go and look for your bookmarks or SharePoint site or something. Everything should be here. Everything is here. So this is how you can bring your home site as part of your app for your all organization. Now there's a different whole level of developing it, bringing tiles. That's gonna take a while. I'm gonna talk about that later. But every organization should just bring your intranet to Microsoft Team using connection. That's the best part. No need of development. Very simple, easy steps. Your site should be on a modern site. If not, just have to convert that to a modern site. That's it. If you have any questions, again, do reach out to me. I'm always there to help you guys out. All right. So this was Viva Connections. Now coming to Viva Engage. It was Yammer, which I don't know. I didn't like it. I used to hate it. Initially, yes, maybe I liked it. It was fun, but when it became a part of 365, it was very hard to find for Yammer and then go and chat with people because you already had teams in your picture. So now with Viva Engage in picture, you can have your communities built in. You can have your all team here, including like our own team, right? You can have a discussion, questions, praises, polling or directly as part of your Yammer group. And now it's really helpful. Now it's on a theme. I don't have to go open yammer.com in the browser and do it. I can do it right now on the team. So it's really good, right? We can access and do conversations and share our experience right here. So I think now this really plays out. Unlike when Insta story or Facebook stories, you also have storylines like a feed which comes in. It's beautiful. Again, this is a new tenant. I don't have it. Maybe I'll add some and look like a nice gallery of my last vacations. So it'll look beautiful, right? So now with this Viva Engage, another one comes in picture is Viva Goals. Now again, this is a paid app, but again, if you want to have a planner kind of a thing, use planner. It's free. It's part of the teams as well, as I can see goals. Use planner. Many people don't realize how easy planner is. It syncs with your phone, it syncs with your devices, and you can play around with it together with different teams, with different people in your team, and you get an analytics report. You see how many people are working on target. I even had planner like once upon a time as my app on my phone to just plan my whole day for myself. Quite simple, quite easy. But if you are a project and you're doing a expansion, quite a big team, more than 1,000 people working on different steps. I think that's where OKR comes in picture. It's nothing but objective knowledge. So where this is gonna be part of your project and your activities you're working in. Uh, so there are like dashboards where all your objectives, overdue OKR, uh, and I'm not taking a tour. I'm just gonna give you a tour. So all your current activities coming up here, and you can just move in more of a dynamic system with CRM in place. OKR gives you a way where you can align, assign, and task with different teams. Whether it's support, development, managerial, and the dashboard is visible to the whole organization or whoever have access to it, where they can see how we are doing with that project or with that scenario. I think people use Planner again. That's our suggestion, but if it's a big project and everyone is working, please do Viva Goals. Something important, and it's really helpful and quite simple. Everything is drag and drop. You have your tasks, you have your activities. You can assign it to people. You can see what are status, what is progress, what is not started. You can divide multiple activities inside a task, and that's what Planner doesn't do. So this is something of an upgrade model of a plan. All right, next comes is Viva Sales. So Viva Sales is nothing but a CRM system which connects with your dynamics, and you can talk and mix with people where you're talking about sales. Now, how it works is I have some screenshots. Let me show it to you. All right, here's my deck. All right, I'm gonna stop the sharing.
I was just gonna say, as somebody that's running a startup right now, I really like the goals piece and the
Yep.
integration with OKRs. That the teams are doing there. Um, I wanted to just jump in here for a minute, if you don't mind, just as we're wrapping up.
Yeah.
And let me just first tell you that thank you for the really great concise presentation. I really like your presentation style, and I know it's a short amount of time and a lot of content, but it was very helpful. I think it's what's interesting is in healthcare right now there is a focus on issues like provider burnout and the provider experience, right? And so I think sometimes folks might look at some of these features and might not connect the dots at first, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, what? Okay, great. I can schedule yoga and go take a break and whatnot, right? But that can be customized and provide lots of different options, so that folks are sort of getting forced to take a break, right? And a lot of us are sort of used to that today. What I mean
Yeah.
by that is I live and die by my Garmin watch now. the thing tells me when I'm sitting too long, it'll say, hey, Paul, get up, move around, right? And then when I start moving, it's like, congratulations, it's tracking my sleep, etc. And
Yep.
that's the other thing. In healthcare, we deal with IoT all the time, right? IoT devices in the hospital. But
Yeah.
now, now with remote patient monitoring, we're seeing other devices coming in as well from the patients, and that's just on the patient side.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting. What I like about looking at this in Viva is it's more on the provider side, like the nurses, the doctors, the providers, the people running the organization, to keep that
Right.
stuff in check.
Yeah,
So it's
even for us, like we have remote nurses who go and visit people in their homes. I think for them, doing everything on the Teams app is so nice and easy. They don't have to do like a recording or ever. They just have to record their voices, and if the notes are being taken, the tasks are assigned to the doctors. Quite simple, easily steps using anything, if it's sales or even if it's insight. I love that part of it.
yeah, no, it's fascinating. Again, an amazing session.
No, thank
Um,
you. Yeah, as I said, if anyone has more detail and they want to see, I think most of the people I have reached out, they always come back. How do I bring in my internet site to app? Just ping me and I'll help you with 5 steps. Just do those, and you'll have your internet site as part of your Teams app, the first app in your organization. If you're not doing any Teams app development, you will be excited to see what you can do with that. And so, so some of them are free. I think Insights are free, Learning is free, Topics is free. No, Topics is not free. Learning, Insight, and what else? Engage, and I think yeah, these three are
yeah.
quite free. Do play around with it. You will understand how easy it is to have part of it. Viva Suite.
That's awesome. And let me just if you don't mind, I just want to ask one more question. And again, thank
Yeah,
you for your time. I know we try to keep this to 30 minutes, but one of the reasons why we do this work with the Boston Healthcare Technology community is to again provide a venue for people to learn from leading speakers like yourselves. And I'm just wondering, do you have any tips that you could share for either young newer people trying to get into healthcare technology or technology in general, but I guess more in the, we're in the context of healthcare. And then also, if you have any suggestions, links, etc. And we'll make sure we have your contact details at the bottom, the description of this video, so folks can contact you as well. But if you
sure.
don't mind, maybe we could just close with that. If you could take a minute and help us inspire some of these new people, if you will.
Oh, absolutely. I think with the new stuff, everybody is loving to be a part of the IT circle, the technology, and for newbies, I would say just open up Power Apps. Why? There are a few of the reasons I would say. First is it gives you quite a hand-on to build applications. I think even for healthcare, we have built nurse patient management, bookings apps, solutions, booking even a conference room. Those kind of similar apps. I think it's very good for new learners to adopt. I won't ask them to come and start doing a C sharp coding all of a sudden, right? And Power
Yeah,
Apps portal is something free, and the license is
great.
free. It comes with a 30-day, 90-day cycle. You keep on putting extension. It keeps on going. You can learn. You have all the content available on learn.microsoft.com. Again, absolutely free. You can even do complete dev level certifications. That too also for free. It just take like $150 for a higher level one. And one important thing, and yeah, and jobs. There are a lot of jobs in the market.
Mhm.
Everyone is hiring Power Apps developers. They're not looking for SharePoint. They're not looking for Azure. They're looking for just Power Apps developer. And if you want to kick it off, it takes a 3 month to 2 month cycle. Depends on how much effort you're putting in. You can be a pro and just put it in a resume. You are a Power Apps developer. I can bet you'll get hired very easily. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the
Low
simple.
code is a great place to start. And
Yeah,
so, for folks that might not be aware, so Power Platform, that's Microsoft's low code platform, which is behind the scenes in a lot of what Manpreet was showing, here with Viva. But to his point, it's a core building block of the Microsoft Cloud now. So if you're coming at this from the Microsoft angle and you're interested in Microsoft technology and healthcare, That's great advice. And I like your suggestion about Learn as well, because there's just
Yeah.
a ton of great content up there
Oh,
too.
they have beautiful curated content, and it's all free. It's very easy. It's like to
Yeah. And just what you know what we'll close on this. I just one of the things that changed recently, I just realized you were an MCT as well, but now even Microsoft is all of their official courses are on Learn now. They actually get distributed through Learn. So
right.
just I'm throwing that out there so folks understand this is it's a significant investment from Microsoft, this Learn platform. This is not just help files, if you will, or how to walkthroughs, etc. So
Yes,
yeah, good
yes.
stuff. Really
Yeah,
great.
I have a QR code on my screen. If we can bring
Great.
it for a minute. So this is the healthcare and life sciences blog. Everything Microsoft is bringing from hands-on to workshop is right here. Just scan that QR code and you will have access to everything. What is happening in healthcare in every technology, even it's Python, Azure, C Sharp, Power Platform, Viva. You have everything there. You'll have it everything in one go.
What a great way to end, this quick session here. We'll just leave this up and we'll make sure this gets posted, maybe even as a video short as well. We'll do a
Yeah.
short so people
Yeah.
see the QR code. Again, Manpreet, I just want to thank you for your time. It's just,
No problem.
like I said, it's an honor. It's always great to see you too. And
Thank
you're
you so
welcome
much.
back anytime, my friend. Thank
I
you.
would love to.
Cheers.
I would love to. Thank you so much. Thank you for hosting me today. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.